here today with Jason Williams, the son of Larry Williams, to talk, here at the MTA Symposium 2018, to talk about a lot of the great work that Jason did during the sessions. Jason, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
So if you could tell us a little bit about the sessions that you ran today, please.
So the sessions that I ran today were really geared around the book that I wrote recently, and the book itself came from a discussion and a project that my dad worked on together, him being a trader and me being a psychiatrist. He being my father and me being a son. It started out really as a father-son project, a bonding experience, and it developed later into a book, and now they invited me to come here and sort of share the findings of the book. And the idea was giving a personality test to a group of highly successful traders to see if there were any personality traits that they have in common, or if there's anything we could learn from those successful traders so that other traders could adapt their own personality traits to be more profitable in their own trading. So that was the concept.
Very interesting. And then on that point, Jason, if I can ask, what has been the key, let's say, conclusions or observations on these tests? I mean, in your book, but also in the sessions, how did you find out?
Right. So, fortunately, I'm not going to say you have to buy my book to find out. I'll share with you some of the results we found. And this is what I shared in the presentations, is that highly successful traders have a low level of trade anxiety, which means that when they are trading the markets or doing other things in life that are stressful, they don't feel as anxious as strongly as perhaps the average population or other traders. And the theory or the thought is that that helps them better to intellectually or logically process the information they need to be more successful in trading. And so I gave examples in the sessions today as I interviewed these successful traders. It's not that they don't feel anxiety.
Sure.
That's not what I'm saying, but they feel it less intensely. And everybody who trades, even these successful traders, feel anxious when they trade. Real money is on the line after all. But I got into why is it that this less intense anxiety is beneficial, but yet at the same time they still describe anxiety as being a tool or something that they use in their trading life. And how that through their years of trading, how they adapted to their personality traits and became more successful traders. So a lot of that's described in the book, and then we shared a lot of that with the attendees today as well.
And in your experience, Jason, how important would you say is psychology these days?
Well, I'm not a trader, so
Sure.
You ask me. I don't know, but I asked these very successful traders,
right,
and how important is the emotional component or the psychology of trading? And they all said highly important, which was interesting because on the way over here to actually the other night to the gala, we were just happened to share a taxi cab with one of the attendees, and I told him what I was going to be talking about, and he said, "Well, why do I need to know that? All I need to do is make the right trade." And it's not that simple,
Sure.
And I describe how even to like very successful traders that emotions are a huge part of their trading life, and that there's a huge role for better understanding themselves and adapting to their own personality traits. And by giving them a thorough personality test, we can help people really understand themselves and then how they can enact change in their trading life or other areas of their life as well.
And if I may ask your experience of the MTA Symposium event, what was it, and what was it you liked the most?
Well, this is my first time to the MTA Symposium and my first time being involved with the MTA. Again, I'm a psychiatrist. I usually spend my time in hospitals and clinics, not around traders and investors and analysts, technical analysts. But it's been a great experience to listen to all of these ideas. Some of, it was really interesting to hear Andrew Lowe talk yesterday, because some of my research is actually sort of piggybacking on some research that he did before, kind of taking it to the next level.
Sure.
And so to be able to hear him and meet some of the people here has been interesting. It's been fascinating. I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad there were just 6 breakout sessions, not 7. So I'm really happy to have been here, though.
Thank you so much for your commitment. And I must ask another question,
Yes.
just in the summary. being the son of Larry Williams, I'd love to ask, all those years of growing up with such a legend in technical analysis, what was that like, and how would you describe, Larry generally, but also technical analysis, how important that has been for him?
Well, one of the things we did in our book was give him the personality test as well, because there are many things that I knew about his personality growing up with him over the years that he never really knew, and I wanted to show him. And I think he learned something. He said he did, and so there's a chapter in the book. My dad is his personality test shows that he's a very open person. He's always open to new ideas. Great. His score is off the chart, in those categories, and so that's frequently got him into some difficulties with his trading. Sure. He's very open. He admits to it. He's written books about that. So I think that growing up with a dad like Larry Williams has helped me appreciate somebody who's been able to be involved in not just trading, but so many other things he's been involved with, biblical archaeology and boxing promotion, and so many other things. He's just he's an inspiration to me, and he's gotten out of some very difficult situations in his life that have also been an inspiration to me. Sure. When everybody else thought threw up their hands and thought, oh my gosh, he's really back in a corner with the wall to his back, and he was able to get out of those situations. It inspired me to have that kind of father. It's not it's not the trader father. It's who he is as a person that really inspires me.
That's a very inspirational and powerful point, and one that I'm sure our viewers will take note of. And if we could end on the name of your book, should people want to read it and learn from it?
Sure. Well, the name I didn't choose, the publisher chose that, so I take no credit. It's called The Mental Edge in Trading. Okay. And then there's some subtitle to it as well that I can't remember. But it's The Mental Edge in Trading. It's published by McGraw-Hill. Okay. It's available through Amazon and all the online retailers, electronic and also hard copies.